Hi, I'm Sheila. This is a handheld device that you can use in the comfort of your own home. It emits an electrical current which helps to deliver the products deeper into the layers of the skin to give you a really amazing deep cleanse and an anti-aging result. So I'm going to start in just a moment. I'm going to just show you a couple of the products that I've already used before I do the treatment. First of all, I used the Nu Skin ageLOC Cleanse and Tone, which is a beautiful, luxury, rich, creamy cleanser that I can use with a little bit of water just to cleanse the skin over. Once I've done that, I then used the exfoliant scrub. This is a very gentle exfoliant scrub, and this helps to remove any dry, dead skin, and it's just a great preparation before we do a treatment, as I'm just about to do. Okay, so the first part of the treatment is called the pre-treatment, and I have one product that I need to use to apply to the skin. So I'm going to pick up the clear vial which contains the pre-treatment gel. I'm going to just take the top off, and with my fingertips I'm going to apply all over the face. Now we don't want to rub the product in too much, we just want to leave it sitting on the surface of the skin. Using the fingertips. Okay. Just like that. Okay. Once we've done that, I can get my machine. Before I turn the machine on, I need to just create a contact with the back of the machine. So I'm just going to use a little bit of the moisture mist, spraying that onto my palm of my hand, so I can make a good contact with the back of the machine. Turn my machine on to program number 1. This is for 2 minutes. So I press to the skin. You may have heard the beep, and that means that I have made contact and I can now start the treatment. So there are specific movements that I need to follow. I'm using a light to medium pressure on the upward strokes and a very light pressure on the way down. I'm moving the spa from one area to the other without breaking contact with the skin. The continuing beep that you may be able to hear just tells me that I have still got contact and the machine is doing what it needs to do. Now this first gel is a negatively charged gel combined with a negative charge on the spa. And this is the pre-treatment phase, so this is what's giving us the deep cleanse. The product contains, amongst other ingredients, vanilla extract, and this helps again with that deep cleanse. So as I say, I follow a certain routine, and you can go to each area a couple of times if you need to, just moving seamlessly from one area to the next. And you can also hold, as I'm doing here, 2 to 3 seconds and then release, and then once again hold and release. You can hold under the cheek area, which you'll get an amazing lifting effect if you do that, and up towards the ear and hold. And again on the other side, press and hold, and up towards the ear. That final beep just indicates that my 2 minutes are now up and I'm ready to do the second part of the treatment. So I'm just going to turn that off for a moment. I'm going to remove the first gel. We do not leave any of the gels actually on the skin. So I'm using one of the Nu Skin Aqua Pop towels. So I'm just going to remove that from its packet, pop it in some warm water, and this is I'm going to use now to remove the first gel. So just squeeze out the excess water and remove. Okay, So now we can move on to the second phase. So the full treatment actually only takes about 10 minutes. First phase, as I say, was just 2 minutes on the pre-treatment, and now the treatment phase is actually for 3 minutes. So I'm going to choose the blue vial, which is the treatment gel that I need to use. Similarly, I'm going to pop the gel on all over, not rubbing it into the skin, just letting it sit on the surface of the skin so that the machine will move smoothly over the areas. You can see that going in all over. Okay, so again, I'm just going to use my moisture mist on the back of my hand, on the palm of my right hand. This is the hand that I'm using with the device. Turn the machine on. Program number 2 is for 3 minutes. So the times are all preset, so it's amazing. It's really easy to follow, and you won't think that you're going over time in any way because the time is already preset. My beep again just tells me that I've made contact, and I begin using the same movements, and I can provide you with a sheet explaining which movements you need to do and what direction you need to use the machine. So it's really simple. After 1 or 2 goes, you really will not have to even refer to that anymore because it's very, very straightforward. I'm going to use my holding technique on the brow area so we can try and achieve a brow lift, and also under the cheek area towards the ear, and moving across to the other side. Same again. So if you try to see this as a treatment, a boost to the skin, it's something that you can do about twice a week, and as I say, it takes just 10 minutes per treatment. It's an excellent preparation if you've got a special occasion perhaps coming up where you might be photographed, or you perhaps are getting married, any special occasion where you need the skin to have a bit of a boost and to look glowing. This is excellent to do before an occasion as such. So the second gel that I've just applied is a positively charged gel, and this is the treatment part. So this is now pushing all the patented ageLOC ingredients deep into the layers of the skin, and at the same time it's also extracting the negatively charged gel that we first put on the pre-treatment phase. So it's helping to remove any impurities, any bacteria, it's pulling them out to the surface of the skin, which we will cleanse away in just a moment with a wipe. You may be able to hear the beeps are getting a little bit closer together. That just indicates that we're coming towards the end of this treatment, this phase. So you may decide, oh, I've forgotten to go back to an area, and you want to go to certain areas specifically. You've got a chance to go and do that before the time runs out. But you can always, if you wanted to, double up on this section if you really, really wanted to get a really good result. So light to medium pressure on the way up and very light on the way back down. That final beep just tells me again that I've come to the end of that phase, and we can just turn the machine off while I cleanse the skin and remove this second gel. So again, I'm using one of my little towelettes. You could alternatively use a face cloth at home as well. That would be absolutely fine to do that. And again, just remember, you're not leaving any of the gels on the skin at all. You're removing both of them fully. Okay, and I'm just going to dry the skin off, just using my little hand towel. And we've got one final phase where we're going to use the True Face Line Corrector. So again, just to let you know that there is all this information available, so if you do forget any of the movements, we can provide you with this little information sheet where it helps you to follow all of the instructions. You can also, if you wanted to, use this Galvanic Spa on your neck, and we haven't demonstrated that today, but you just do a fanning movement upwards, light to medium pressure on the way up, very gentle on the way back down, and just continue across the whole of the neck. Very, very simple. So we're going on to the last phase of the treatment, and this is the longest part, if you like, of the treatment. It's 5 minutes. I'm going to use this one product called the True Face Line Corrector. This is full of peptides which help to work on the collagen within the skin. So it's great for plumping up any fine lines and creases. So you will work on specific areas around the face depending on what you're most concerned about or where you feel most conscious of fine lines. So I'm going to bring the product, I'm going to just open the lid, pop some on the key areas that I feel I need to work on, which is around the eye area. Okay. I'm going to go across the top lip. It's really great. You can get a really great result across here. And we're going to use it, on the nose around the mouth area. And finally, a little bit across the forehead. I think we all need a little bit of help around that area. Okay. So this is our final phase of the treatment. This product is the only one that is left onto the skin because it can continue to work even after you've finished the treatment. So now what I need to do is change the conductor. So I'm going to remove by pressing the button, really simple. That pops off. And I'm going to go for the smaller conductor, which I'm now going to place onto the top of the spa. And now I can use the smaller head. So I'm just going to spritz using the moisture mist once again, making sure I make good contact with the back of the machine. Turn it on with my thumb. I'm now on program number 3, which is for 5 minutes. Now, because I'm using the product only in specific areas, there might be areas on the face that have no product. So I'm just going to use the moisture mist so it helps to allow the machine to run over the skin without breaking contact. So again, we hear the beeps initially telling me that we have made contact and we're ready to begin. So this time, I'm just using small little circular movements across the areas that I want to work on, or sliding them up and down. You can vary this a little bit. So although there are definitely set movements we need to follow, you can sort of customize your treatment a little bit, particularly on this section. And this is one part of the treatment that you can do on a daily basis if you really wanted to, morning and evening. It's 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening. The whole treatment can be done about twice a week to really get a great result. And work on this area. In terms of how it actually feels to have this done, there's no unpleasant feeling at all. All you feel is the conductor gently gliding over the skin. There's no vibrations, there's no discomfort whatsoever. You're going to see more or less of a result depending on how old you are. So on a younger skin, it's all about really prevention. It's keeping the skin hydrated. It's making sure that these fine lines and creases don't appear as soon or as easily. And on an older skin, you will definitely see an improved visible result on any fine lines. And overall, the skin is going to feel much more hydrated, much softer, and you can definitely see a lifting effect as well, particularly on the brow area where I'm just on now, and you can also see a lifting effect going on the cheek as well. And what I love is just for the next sort of 24 hours, my skin just feels amazing, and when I put my makeup on, particularly the next day, it always seems to go on much more evenly. It looks better, and it certainly lasts longer as well. So it's excellent to do this before, say, a special occasion or a night out. It's fabulous. And it's really easy to do. I just sit and I can sometimes watch TV now when I'm doing it because I know the movements so well now. It's really, really easy. The first couple of times you do it, you might need to watch in the mirror as I'm doing here, but once you've got the technique, you won't need to do that. It's really easy. So again, you may have noticed the beeps are getting closer together. So it's just telling me that we're coming towards the end of my 5 minutes. And if I want to go back to a certain area, now is the time to do it. And over the next 24 hours, your skin is really going to be very receptive to, the products that you then use afterwards. So I would always say, use the best products that you've got at home in the next 24 hours after doing a treatment like this to really get the maximum benefit. And I obviously use all of the new skin products because I love them. I'm using currently the ageLOC range, which is great for anti-aging. I know you're thinking you don't need them, but I do. So we're nearly there now. That's it. That's the final beep. So excellent, you don't have to time it, just the machine will do it automatically for you. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to massage in the remainder of the product that I can feel maybe just left sitting on the surface of the skin. Massage that in all over, and that, as I say, is going to stay on the skin and continue to work even after the treatment has ended. So now I would finish with the ageLOC Transforming Night Cream. I tend to do my treatment at bedtime, so I would finish with the Transforming Night Cream, which is an anti-aging night cream. Leave that on overnight, and then in the morning I will continue with my usual cleanse, tone, moisturise routine that I would normally do on a daily basis anyway. So this is it. This is your new skin Galvanic Spa, designed for home use and so easy to use with the amazing results.